Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoiler suggests that Liam Spencer is beginning to make Hope Logan. Annika Noel feels very uncomfortable with his actions. After all, Hope recently told Liam that they were done and she couldn't get back together with him. However, Liam didn't bother to listen and even kissed Hope without her consent. Now Liam will find out about Hope and Carter Walton and will be furious, insisting that their daughter's needs should come first. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Hope begged Liam's forgiveness months ago when she kissed Thomas Forrester. However, even thought Liam has also kissed Steffi Forrester and has declared his love and devotion to her, and again, Liam wanted a divorce, insisted on it even. Liam was stunned when Hope actually handed him divorce papers. How could Hope not have been done after as many times he has cheated on her with Steffi? Liam couldn't get over a kiss, and Hope had forgiven so much more over the years. Hope needs someone new, and she certainly doesn't want to move backward. Hope and Carter are trying to keep their relationship under wraps. However, it will eventually come out that they are dating. Of course, Liam will accuse Hope of putting her wants before their daughter. Liam certain doesn't like that fact that Carter shows Beth Spencer, Jordan Grady, around Forrester acting as though he is her father. Beth doesn't need a father figure, she has her dad. Liam just doesn't understand why Hope cannot put their daughter's needs first. Why is Hope unwilling to give their daughter what she needs? Liam will demand answers, but he probably isn't going to like them, especially if Carter shows up to defend Hope. If Liam had put half the effort into getting Hope back while he was chasing after Steffi and trying to make John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, look bad. How many times has Liam declared his love to Steffi since he and Hope broke up? How many times has he tried to undermine Finn's marriage to Steffi? If Liam truly loved Hope, he would have made this gesture a long time ago. Liam has proven himself to not be worth of Hope or her love. Hope doesn't feel like she should be entitled to give Liam another chance when she knows he will be back chasing Steffi in no time at all. Hope needs to find happiness, and it will never be with the waffler, Liam, anytime soon. Liam Spencer paced back and forth in his office at Spencer Publications, his fists clenching and unclenching in frustration. His mind raced, consumed with the news he had heard just hours ago. Hope Logan, the mother of their daughter, Beth, was getting closer to Carter Walton. The idea of another man, not just any man, but Carter, becoming a fixture in Beth's life was driving Liam insane. It wasn't just about his pride. It was about his daughter's happiness and stability. His phone buzzed. It was Wyatt. "Bro, calm down," Wyatt said, as if reading Liam's emotions through the phone. "Calm down." Liam snapped. Hope is acting like this is no big deal. Beth deserves better than to have random men walking in and out of her life. Wyatt sighed on the other end. Carter isn't just some random guy. He's a decent person. That's not the point. Liam shot back. Beth's needs come first. Always. Not Hope's. Not mine. Hers. Liam tossed the phone onto the couch and ran his hands through his hair. The ache in his chest deepened as memories of their little family, back when he and Hope were together, flooded his mind. Things were perfect for a while. They had built a life, creating routines and memories for Beth to feel safe and loved. Now everything was unraveling, and he couldn't stand by while Hope seemingly replaced him with someone else. It wasn't like he wanted to control Hope's love life, but what was wrong with keeping the peace, at least for Beth's sake? She deserved consistency, and Liam feared that Carter's sudden involvement would confuse her. Later that evening, Liam pulled up to the cabin where Hope lived with Beth. His jaw tightened as he spotted Carter's car parked outside. He clenched the steering wheel, gripping it so hard his knuckles turned white. Taking a deep breath, he stepped out, forcing himself to keep his emotions in check. This wasn't about his jealousy, it was about his daughter. He rang the doorbell, and it wasn't long before Hope opened the door, her bright smile instantly fading as she saw the tension in Liam's face. "Liam," she said cautiously, stepping aside to let him in. "What are you doing here?" "We need to talk," he said, walking past her and into the living room. Beth was in the corner, building a tower of blocks, her tiny hands stacking them with care. The sight of her made Liam's heart swell. For a moment, everything else faded away as he crouched beside her. "Hey, Peanut," he whispered, brushing a lock of her blonde hair behind her ear. "What are you building there?" "A castle," Beth exclaimed proudly, beaming up at him. Liam smiled, but the warmth didn't last long. As Beth turned her attention back to her blocks, he stood up and turned to face Hope. "So what's going on with Carter?" he demanded, his voice barely concealing his anger. Hope crossed her arms. "Liam, I knew you'd react this way." "And how exactly am I supposed to react? You bring another man into our daughter's life, and I'm just supposed to be fine with it." "Carter is not some random guy, Liam," Hope said, her eyes narrowing. "He's kind, he respects boundaries, and Beth likes him. He's not trying to replace you." Liam scoffed. "It doesn't matter how nice Carter is. Beth is a little girl, Hope. She doesn't need her world turned upside down by new relationships." Hope's face softened, but there was still a flicker of defiance in her eyes. "I get that you're worried, Liam, but I'm allowed to move on, and Carter makes me happy. Don't I deserve that?" Liam threw his hands up in frustration. "I'm not saying you don't, but Beth needs stability. She's already had to adjust to us splitting up. Now you're introducing someone else into her life." Hope took a step closer, her voice calm but firm. "Beth is resilient, Liam. Kids adjust when they know they're loved and safe." "That's not the point," Liam snapped. "The point is, our decisions, your decisions, should revolve around her needs first, not yours." Just then, the front door creaked open, and Carter stepped inside. He looked between Liam and Hope, his expression calm, though there was a flicker of unease. "Am I interrupting?" Carter asked cautiously. "Not at all," Liam said with a bitter smile. "We were just talking about you." Carter gave Hope a questioning look, but she shook her head slightly. "Liam is concerned about Beth." Liam crossed his arms. "Concerned that you're overstepping, Carter. Beth's been through a lot. She doesn't need more upheaval." Carter nodded slowly, as if he understood where Liam was coming from. "Look, Liam, I respect that you're protective of Beth. I would be too if I were in your shoes." "Then stay out of her life," Liam shot back. Hope stepped between them, her expression sharp. "Liam, that's enough." "Is it?" Liam asked, his voice rising. "Because if you think this isn't affecting Beth, you're wrong." Beth, sensing the tension, walked over to them and tugged on Liam's pant leg. "Daddy, why are you yelling?" Liam immediately softened, kneeling to her level. "I'm sorry, Peanut. Daddy's just worried." "About what?" she asked, her big blue eyes full of curiosity. Liam hesitated, glancing at Hope and Carter before answering. "I just want to make sure you're happy, sweetheart." Beth tilted her head, considering his words carefully. "I'm happy, Daddy. I like Carter. He's funny." Liam's heart sank at her innocent admission. He wanted to believe that her happiness could remain unaffected by all the changes, but he couldn't shake the fear that he was being replaced. Later, after Beth went to bed, Liam stood by the door, ready to leave. But before he stepped out, he turned to Hope one last time. "I'm not trying to control your life, Hope. I just don't want Beth to get hurt." Hope nodded, her expression softening. "I know, Liam, but she's okay. You need to trust that." Liam lingered for a moment, then gave a small nod. "I hope you're right." As he walked out into the cool night air, Liam's mind swirled with conflicting emotions. He didn't want to stand in the way of Hope's happiness, but he also couldn't ignore the nagging voice in the back of his mind, telling him that their daughter's well-being should come first, always. The road ahead was unclear, but one thing was certain. Liam would do whatever it took to protect his daughter, even if that meant making peace with Carter. For Beth's sake, he would have to find a way to coexist in this complicated new dynamic. Because at the end of the day, Beth's happiness was the only thing that mattered.